developments in the township that are planned for affordable housing. One of them is on Denow Road. We should shut that one down completely and contemplate whether or not we should put a third or a fourth floor on there, which would double the amount of affordable units in that one. So if you're going to shut any project down, you should shut all of them down, put all of it on the table again, and get the experts in here to answer our questions.
I don't believe that a suspension of what's going on now is a shutdown.
What I'm saying is that if we're going to suspend, if you want to use that word, suspend or shut down, which is my word, of one particular project, then you should suspend or shut down or put into the hopper so that we may deliberate on whether or not we need a third floor and a fourth floor on Denow Road or a fifth floor on Denow Road for affordable housing there. And we might as well look at all of it then and have some experts in and talk about it with them, as opposed to us making assertions on behalf of our experts whom we're paying to give us their expertise.
Right.
So
Mr. Schmier has been at our meetings and said exactly
I would like to hear from them.
So
I would like to hear from them. So I would recommend that at our next meeting we have Mr. Schmier here.
I think that's a good point. I think we should also have the both the chairwoman and second in command for the planning board here also to discuss that. I think they have some very good points that I had a brief discussion with them after the last planning board meeting. So I think it would be good to have them here also.
That's fine. All I'm saying is that we have an individual who's on the payroll of the township who's paid to give us information, and I think
it would also be good, when we get together on this, a lot of people that were involved with the petition and so on, I think it would be advantageous for them to be here also to work along in helping establish the affordable housing program.
They were here. They were willing to talk and ready to talk about it tonight. It was canceled without letting them know that it was canceled.
Once again, doors always open. And I just wanted to note in regards to Herb Levine, who's the director of the Mercer Alliance to End Homelessness, and I know you hold him in high respect, Ms. Sandham, as well as I do. And he sent a letter to us. It was dated October 12th, 2011. We didn't get that until December 12th, 2011. And in it, it said that basically at the end, next to the last paragraph, it said, our group of developers wants to remind you that municipal obligations remain despite COA's dissolution. As DCA has indicated, municipalities that previously submitted housing elements and housing plans for substance certification should continue to comply with requirements of the Fair Housing Act and applicable laws in order to continue to protect from builder's remedy litigation. I think it was a good point that he brought up.
Mr. Pogozowski, remind me the name of the project that's on Denow Road now and how many affordable
Project
units?
Freedom, 72 units.
72 units. And that's a two-story building?
No, they're actually single-story.
Single-story. Mm-hmm. So if we were to include Project Freedom in our deliberations about how we want to handle this number of affordables that we might be losing on Wydell, or now inside Hutchinson, presumably we could ask them to build more units.
I think we actually have an existing contract with them, so we'd have to go back and renegotiate that contract.
Sure, just like we have to do that with Cooltronics. Mm-hmm. So the point I'm making is that you might want to reach out to them and also say that that might be something we should consider, and I would recommend that the Township Committee recommend or consider all of the ongoing projects, not just one, mm-hmm. but all of them.
Sure.
Because maybe 3 or 4 stories on Denow Road would make sense, and it's a lot cheaper to build.
I guess the other question I have is, do we have capacity with ELSA to go into that increase? I mean, I'm just curious in that respect.
In an existing form, no.
Thank you.
No.
But I would suggest that if we're going to open everything up, then we open everything up, and not just focus on one development of Pennytown.
I see no problem with that, but I also want to see what the situation is to be done in regards to, especially there where it demands, ELSA's sewer plant, what we have to do then in order to get capacity for that, because apparently we don't have. We meet the capacity. Going much further, there's not capacity there